first of all, I really shouldn't care, but I do because I just joined TikTok and it's great. So follow me at Jennifer Comedian on TikTok. They are so generous with their likes. It's like the complete opposite of Twitter. Twitter is like yelling in the forest or like making noise and like peeing in the forest, but questioning if you peed because no one was there to hear it. That is Twitter. Whereas TikTok is, you can just like blow a fart kiss to the camera and boom, if you are cute, you'll get like 30,000 likes in 3 days. Okay. But the point is, Trump is trying to ban TikTok because what's happening with the internet right now, I don't know, there was recently this congressional hearing with the top internet companies. Sorry, Microsoft, not you. It was Apple, Google, Amazon, and Facebook, okay, the big four in social media. And basically, they had to kind of testify as to we're not too powerful, we're not a monopoly. Yes, they are. And what Trump is doing is he's kind of furthering this problem by splintering the internet into little entities of nations. And he's saying TikTok, it was founded, created by a Chinese company, and we are scared that all these over 100 million people in the US are using TikTok, and they are gonna, they're gonna get our secrets. They're gonna get our secrets, so we need to ban it. But he's like, no, we're not gonna ban it. I'm gonna actually try to sell it to Microsoft. And in order for them to operate in the US, we just got to make a deal. We got to make a big deal. They need to send the money to our treasury. I don't care if it's China. I don't care if it's Microsoft. The money has to come to the treasury because it's a deal. Like, okay, so are you worried about security or do you just want money? Like, he can never get his story straight. The hands, the little midget bit. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, I bet if Donald Trump were as, effective at TikTok as he were on Twitter, he wouldn't try to ban his platform.
Oh my God. I couldn't imagine Donald Trump dancing on TikTok. Oh my God.
I think that Trump would be great at TikTok. He would just be like, this is Sleepy Joe. And then that would be the whole thing. And then he would get it like a trillion, it would be very funny, actually.
He should just dementia tests. He should just do his own version and test people.
I think the people who are best, the people who are really good at TikTok,
TV. You know what that felt like? Just going back to like the whole Kevin Spacey Usual Suspects. That was like it was like a Usual Suspects thing where he was looking around the room, just looking at what do I see? I see a man, woman, person, camera, TV. He's like the most banal Usual Suspects in our he Kaiser Soze'd us in the most boring way possible.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was waiting for our first Trump impression, and it was as bad as I had hoped.
I would say for TikTok, I actually do think the government should be a little bit worried about privacy, but not because it's made in China, because it's a social media platform. All of them are stealing our data. So forget where it's coming from. The American ones are just as bad, if not worse. So yes, TikTok has privacy issues, but not because it's Chinese. In fact, the American ones are even more egregious.
Yeah.
So
and it's also insane that Trump's like, yeah, you can make this deal, but you got to give us a cut. Like, what are you, a fucking mob boss? Like, what the hell? Kind of not how the U.S. government works. And what happened to the free market? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is
nuts. He's placing a tariff. He's basically like, here's a tax on.
But Microsoft, well, I mean, that's how tariffs work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when he bans TikTok, I think he's going to lose a large percentage of that under 15 vote. And that's going to hurt him in the polls. All those 13-year-olds voting illegally, they're not going to get a chance. Like, they're not going to... I think they're going to turn against him.
I feel like there aren't as many racists on TikTok as there is on YouTube. I will say from my own anecdotal experience. TikTok is so empowering for women in the Middle East. Did you hear about the story about these two women in Egypt who are recently facing like criminal charges because they're famous on TikTok? And there's actually a lot of women using the app in these countries where it's, patriarchal and stuff. So I don't know.
Doing on TikTok? Were they just doing a funny dance and now they're going to jail?
They're just being like they're living their best life. And the government doesn't like that they're so famous and gaining power and being not traditional women hiding, behind
There are 13-year-old TikTok stars who can buy and sell all of us, and that disturbs me. If TikTok is banned, I won't really. I won't shed a tear. I might be a little enthused about it, except in Canada where it's still allowed.
I don't need another social media thing where I feel like I have to get followers on it. Like it's enough. It's enough that there's all these like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I'm not on TikTok at all, except somebody showed me like I'm being impersonated by people on TikTok right now.
Oh my gosh. So you have fans. You should
I have fans. And like I have this great one like because people take like albums and then like they like lip sync albums. So they've been lip syncing my comedy album. There's one of these like two little Indian girls lip syncing a joke about dirty talk that I made. I'm like, this is so disturbing. I'm on
this is the lowest effort content you could possibly imagine.
Therein lies its Chinese-ness. It's basically, KTV or lip sync battle for the masses, and there's no copyright. Like people just copy. So it's very China in that respect.
The funny thing is I'm not on TikTok, but it would probably be a good network for me because I'm not sure if you guys know this, but where I grew up, ghetto, you guys know that part. I say it like every 2 seconds, but those words do come. I do realize I mention that a lot, but we used to do dance battles, and where I grew up, it's like dancing was a form of, it was sort of like it was a gatekeeper to show if you had confidence or not. So if you didn't know how to dance, people would just think, oh, you're like a lame ass bitch with no confidence, so we're not going to be your friend. So I'm actually quite good at dancing. So TikTok, I could bring my moves. I could bring my ghetto moves.
I'm so confused.
You grew up in a ghetto where there were gangs and all you did was dance. Did you grow up in West Side?
Yeah. Dance battles are legit when you go back to the ghetto.
I know they're legit. I used to do dance battles when I was younger.
There you go.
No, but it just seems like such a contrast. Like here, cut a bitch, or like, battle.
Cut a run, yeah.
Well, not everybody's in gangs. Some people battle it out on the dance floor. Some people battle it out on basketball. Other people shoot each other, It is what it is.
Different strokes.